So, Prof, when is the lecture starting?
It's so funny. Uh, oh my god, that is crazy. That is hilarious.
Professor, it's been about 11 minutes of this. When's the lecture starting?
Just give me like another minute. I just need to reach the scholar's high. That's all. Sorry about that. So, okay. Uh, that was good. Whew. Time to take a break from scrolling. Right. Okay. Welcome everyone. This is your professor, and I'm going to teach you about satire today. This is the course is TUOL-C&S, and for those who are new to the class, the use of laughter, comedy, and satire by yours truly. Before we start, there is a disclaimer. Any and all material is AI proof. Even if the jokes seem too good to be mine, they are not AI generated. They'd be rather inspired from a top pro, or maybe I am really that funny. This content is meant purely for educational purposes. Laughing is a valid reaction. No hard feelings. Please don't cancel me. Okay, full disclaimer will be sent to all of you in PDFs. Check your emails. TLDR. I didn't read it, so you can read it yourself. Okay, time to start. All right. Introduction to Satire by yours truly, John Doe. All right. So there are three types of satire: the Horatian satire, Juvenalian satire, and the Menippean satire. The thing is, Horatian satire and Juvenalian satire have a target. Menippean is more towards a philosophy. Horatian satire is warm, witty, and lightweight. It is poking fun, and it aims to educate. You know, basically it's boomer humor, and an example would be the disclaimer. Moving on to the Juvenalian satire, it's more edgy, intolerant, and critical humor, not the same as roast. Angry. Yeah, it's all about being angry. It's all about, a point to note there, it's not the same as roast. A lot of people get confused on that. So to be clear, Juvenalian satire, it's about picking a target, criticizing it, bringing about awareness through your inner anger. It can involve insult as well. It's a bit edgy, and it takes a lot of courage to do juvenile satire. On the other hand, a roast is a way of cooking. Now let's move on to some real life examples.
Professor, that is way too bright.
Okay, it's way too bright. I was prepared for this, So I just turn this to dark mode. That's better?
Much better.
Okay. So let's look at some examples like news. Let's look at some actual news and then try to see their fake or satirical counterparts. So this is the one where US offered Israel increased military aid right after the Iran nuclear deal to ease Netanyahu's concerns. And by the way, just a warning, there will be a lot of text, so I hope the video is helping. Okay. A satirical version of this could be: US Saudis upset Netanyahu with a shipment of ballistic missiles. That's an image of Netanyahu before receiving the shipment, and that's him after receiving the shipment. As you can see, he's pretty happy there, Okay, another actual news. This is especially relevant for the modern generation. Ethan Couch was recently released from jail for drinking and driving on account of affluenza, not alcoholism. Affluenza. It's a disease actually, pretty serious one. It's a disease of being rich. Yeah, wealthy teen nearly experiences consequence. As you can tell there, he looks pretty, pretty consequential there. Or maybe he's just drunk. Okay, another actual news. Trump renames the U.S. Institute of Peace to Donald J. Trump U.S. Institute of Peace. Wow. How can I make this into a satire? That looks, yeah. Oh, that's true. And also I have notes here. When asked why, he said on account of he is Donald Trump. He can do as he pleases. Okay. Another actual news piece here. No evidence. U.S. spent $50 million on condoms for Gaza. Oh, whoa. Is that even actual news? What? Oh, no kidding. Wow. Uh, anyway, another actual news. Trump attempts to distract from Epstein files by gaining 200 pounds. I mean, I guess that's real, and I don't think for these kind of news we need to make satirical versions. Oh, just kidding. That's actually fake news. Okay. I mean, I guess it was real. I don't know. It could be. Well, that brings us to the fake news segment. This is a thing that they do in satire often, especially I've seen it in SNL, done by Norm Macdonald, very famous, where you say fake news as a form to criticize. And but before I start this, because there will be some heavy content, I should clarify that I do not have any strong opinions. I don't want to hurt anybody, as I already told. I should have added this in a disclaimer, but. I personally don't really have these strong opinions. Okay, please don't take it on me. But however, there is one thing that I absolutely cannot compromise on. That I have a very very strong opinion about. That's the only thing that I really do, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Call me brainwashed, but I think something that should always be legal. Murder, which is now legal in the state of Minnesota. Next news. So now let's try something more about like Trump, let's say, and think about what kind of movies does Trump like and dislike. Okay, I'm just thinking about that, and let's think about some series or movies. One movie that he would really dislike. Yellow is the New Black, right?
That is not a movie. That's 4 minutes long.
Wait, 4 minutes long is not a movie? That's like 30 TikToks. What?
A movie is 2 hours long.
Whoa, that's like 3,000 TikToks. Oh my god, that's like, wow. Well, let's change this. I think what he really dislikes would be this movie. Orange is the New Black.
Okay, this one is not even a movie either.
Oh, sorry, that's the wrong poster. Oh my god, who's put it there? That's the movie. Yeah, that's the one. That is actually a movie or something like that. So yeah, that's the one that he really dislikes. Now let's talk about another movie that he really dislikes. Aliens. Right? Anyway, enough about dislikes. Let's think about some movies that he likes. Just trying to think of some old movies that he likes. How about this one? Les Distractions or Les Distractions. That's a very very nice movie. Even I like it. Now let's think about another movie that he really likes. He likes it so much he even posted about it on Twitter recently. A Lion King parody. Wait. That's not the image that he posted. Yeah, that's the one. He calls it Lion King parody for some reason. And as you can tell, this one is actually quite racist and very offensive. When asked to apologize on this post, he said no and insisted on being called racist. Now, let's think about the best movie, that his favorite movie of Donald Trump. When asked what his favorite movie is, he said, the one that my friend Epstein sent me about 10 years ago. Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, as you can see there, they're enjoying. But he had to sadly make them public recently. And when he was asked what he feels about the publicity and all, he said, well, it really makes me miss those days. Anyway, to end this segment, I have a piece of good news and a bad news, as they always come in pairs. The good news is that neither me or my friends or family or anybody here or my students, nobody is in the Epstein files. Nobody. So we are all clear. That's good, right? The bad news, however, the Epstein files. Okay, any comments?
First,
Who's watching this in 2026? Oh my god. Okay.